So welcome to today's class. Today we're going to look at how to find we're going to be looking at the average function, the average if function, and the average ifs function in Excel. Alright, so how do we find the average? What is the average function used for? The average function is used for finding the average of a range of numbers. So if I want to find the average of a range of number, I can use the average function. So I want to find the average of these students. So I'll begin by typing equals to average, and then I'll highlight the numbers I want to find the average, and this is the. So I'll close the parentheses and I have this. So I'm going to autofill it. Just ignore. So I'm going to autofill it, and you can see it has brought out the average of all those students using the range of numbers or the range of their scores. So that is how to find average. Just type in the average function and then highlight the numbers you want to find the average. So let's want to find the average math score. So I'll do equals to average and then highlight the math scores and click on enter. So you can see it has given me the average mathematics score. It has given me the average mathematics score. So the next function is the average if function. So we use the average if function when we want to find the average, but it has a criteria. So we're not looking for all the average, we're looking for the ones that meet the criteria. Remember, the average function is just used to find the average of a range of number, but the average if function is used to find the average of a range of number when it meets a particular criteria. There is only one criteria attached to it. So I want to find the average score of students, but they must be in SS1A. So you can see I have one criteria. I will only find your average score if you're in SS1A. So I'll do equals to average if, and then the range represents the range of the criteria, and my criteria is SS1A. So this is my range, and then my criteria is going to be SS1A. I'll close the parentheses and the average range. So I want to find their average score and close bracket. So you can see it has given me the average score of students in SS1A. So we can also do the same thing to find the average score of students SS1C. I'll do equals to average if, and then the range, I'm going to highlight the range of my criteria. So no need to go back, I'll just continue from the formula bar. And then the next one is the criteria is going to be SS1C, and then the average range is going to be, this is going to be my average range, and then I close. So you can see it has given me the average score of students in SS1C. So the next final one for today is going to be the average ifs function. So you use the average ifs function when you are looking for the average of a range of number, but the criteria is more than one. The criteria is more than one. In the average if, the criteria is only one, but in the average ifs, the criteria is more than one. So to begin, I'll start by, now look at this question first before we begin. Average score of students in SS1A that are male. So had it been we're looking for only the average score of students in SS1A, would have used average if. But since we're looking for the average score of students in SS1A that are male, so you can see that the criteria now is 2. We have the class and the gender. So I'll do equals to average ifs, and the first one it says was average range. So I'm going to highlight the average range. The next one is criteria range 1. So my criteria is, the first criteria is SS1A. So the criteria range is going to be this. I'm going to highlight the range of the class, and then I'll type SS1A. The next one is criteria range 2, which is going to be the gender. So I'll highlight the range of the gender and then type in male, close parentheses. So you can see it has given me the average score of students in SS1A that are male. Okay, one is going to be, we want to find the average mathematics score of students in SS1A that are female. So since the criteria is SS1A and female is more than 1, so I'll do equals to average ifs, and the average range is going to be the average. So this is my average range, comma, the criteria range 1 is going to be the class range, and then I'll type in SS1A, and the next one is the gender. So I'm going to highlight the gender, and then I'll type in female, close the quotation. So you can see it has given me the average of students in SS1A that are female. So basically, to round up, the average function is used to find the average of a range of numbers. The averageif is used to find the average of a range of numbers that meet a particular criteria, and then the averageifs function is used to find the average of a range of numbers that meets more than one criteria. So that is it for the average, the averageif, and the averageifs function. Thanks for watching. See you next time.